So when I found out, I don't even like using these titles because it's, I don't know what you call it, some misdirection or something. Because it's not the gluten. Our grandparents ate gluten. Grandparents ate gluten. Or maybe they didn't know, because ancient grains don't contain gluten. Nevertheless, we know something. The gluten is not what it used to be. Uh, Guys, when I found out that I was getting this triggered by airborne gluten, and that pretty much every public place you go to, at least in this country, that shit is in the air. When I found that out, I said, that's it. I said, I'm not going to have friends. I'm not going to have, probably won't be in a relationship, right? Won't have a wife. I said, because who the hell is going to want to deal with me? And it's not my fault that they putting all these chemicals out here. Hey, nobody asked me, was it okay to put chemicals out? It's all God's wrath. I said, I'm not gonna even be able to hang around most people. I said, it's one thing to tell people, hey, I'm sorry, I can't eat pizza. People get offended when you don't eat and you're in their presence and they're eating. And women get intimidated by that. Women don't like that type of stuff either. But the good news for me is I know exactly what I have to eat to stay healthy. And I know how to stay away from gluten. But yeah, just to wrap this up, it's one thing to, I said I had a wife, to tell my wife, sorry, hon, I can't eat pizza, or I can't drink that beer with you, or let's say some guys invite me out for drinks. Sorry guys, I can't drink beer. I can't mess with the grain alcohols and stuff like that. Who wants to hang around a person like that? But then everybody wondering why you look so good too at the same time. Hey, you look so young. I don't want to hear. That's why I'm about to become a people displeaser. I'm gonna do it very carefully though. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm tired of talking to people. You get to a point where you're like, okay, people are just under judgment, man. There's nothing you can do. You could talk to people till your face turns blue. There's nothing there's nothing you can do. God's wrath is upon the land, obviously, to be allowing stuff like this to go on. But yeah, I became extremely, that's when I felt really alone, when I figured that out about my health, that I wasn't going to be able to be around in places that serve gluten. But, it's not a big thing, because, there are other type of people I can hang around that are not exposed to gluten like Americans are. So, but yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all, that's when I really knew I was going to have to be isolated. Not because of what anybody else did or said. It was because of what's going on with my own health. I had to isolate myself because of freaking gluten. Go figure.